Hear the shout of God. Don't make the mistake of taking for granted the blessings the Lord has given to you. Yet those blessings might seem little to you, but if you receive them with an attitude of gratitude, those blessings can multiply into something strategically unusual. I don't know if this is making sense to you. In John, the Bible made us understand in the book of John chapter 6, the Bible says there was a multitude that gathered, all right, while Jesus was teaching, and there was a multitude, and the Bible says disciples said to Jesus, send them away. Jesus said no. All right, and Jesus said, where can we buy bread that these may eat? Follow me. Where can we buy bread that these may eat? And the Bible says Philip, he said to Jesus, he said 200 pennyworth of bread is not enough for them to just take but a little. Now, Jesus was not asking him, how much do we need? Jesus said, where can we buy bread? I'm not asking you about the money. All right, God is not asking you what it will cost. God is saying, look for the vision. All right, look for the project, look for the desire. What do you want? God is asking you, what do you want? And God will take care of it. But sometimes we come before God, and instead of asking God what we want or believing for what we desire, we are first asking how we're going to get the money. All right, we're looking at our finances as the source of our exploit. Hear this. If you keep on looking at what you have, and if you, Lord help me, if you base what you get on what you have, you won't get a lot. If you base your level of prosperity, how far you will go, based on the resources you already have, you won't go very far. All right, the Bible says we walk by faith and not by sight. So Jesus asked him, where do we find bread to buy? And Philip said, 200 pennyworth is not enough. And the Bible says Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, came out and said, all right, there is a lad here, there is a young boy that has 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But what are these among so many? Like, he has 5 loaves, but this is nothing. I want you to understand, never call nothing what God has given to you. A blessing the Lord has given to you, never call it nothing. Are you getting this? Because that little blessing that you think is nothing has the potential of multiplying into something unusual. Every blessing is a seed. Receive it as a seed. Inside the seed, there is a harvest. I wish you're getting this. Inside the seed, there is a harvest. When we look at an orange tree, a mango tree, we have the seed. The tree doesn't come from the ground. It doesn't come from the soil. The tree comes from the seed. So the tree is within the seed. Inside the seed is the harvest. But when you look at that orange seed, that mango seed, and say, no, this is nothing, all right, this is just a little seed, then you miss out on the harvest. This is how a lot of Christians are remaining stagnant for a very long time, because God gives you a little blessing that is a seed, and you look down on it and you say, this is nothing, Lord, what am I going to do with this? But God that gave you that seed understands that inside that blessing is a greater blessing. Inside that seed is a harvest. But because of greed, we look down on this blessing and we don't get the full package. What am I saying to you, child of God? Jesus knew exactly what he would do. And the Bible says this. The Bible says it this way. That Jesus said, make the men sit down. And it says, bring me the loaves and the fishes. And when they brought it to Jesus, what did he do? He gave thanks. And in the midst of thanksgiving, multiplication occurred. Hear the shout of God. God has given you something. There is something the Lord has placed in your hand. Grab that blessing. Receive it with joy and give God thanks. Give God thanks for that job that you have, that little job you have. Give him thanks. For that petite business that you've started, that is not yet giving you all that you need, but something is coming out of it. Give God thanks for that. Are you getting this? If you thank him for the little that you have, multiplication will happen. So this is what the word I'm giving to you today. Give God thanks for that little blessing, because within the seed is the harvest. All right? And as you do this, exploits will happen for you. In the midst of it all, always remember, you are loved by God, saved by grace, and empowered to prosper. You are gracified, completely gracified, in Jesus' mighty name. Share this and be a blessing to somebody. This is Moses, or the prophet.